wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Farhana binti Zuraimi from AM1104F. Today, I would like to present the introduction of our video assignment, which is the UNICEF Child Protection Program. UNICEF is one of the largest international NGO agencies in Malaysia, and it was built to protect the rights of every child in every country. UNICEF is guided by the Convention on the Rights of the Child and works to promote the rights of children as enduring moral principles and worldwide requirements of a child behavior. They are devoted to providing exceptional protection of the most vulnerable children, including those who have been victims of war, natural disaster, severe poverty, all sorts of abuse and exploitation, and those who with disabilities. Besides that, there are a lot of programs that they have created in order to expand our knowledge about humanity, such as HIV and AIDS exposure. As the program was created, they discovered that the majority of new diagnoses in children and teenagers occurs in Africa only, in HIV and AIDS.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Nazihah binti Rosli. Next, I would like to continue with the one program that conducted by UNICEF. The United Nations Children's Fund has provided a program called Child Protection. The program of Child Protection is to prevent children from being involved in child violence. To implement this program, there are a few strategies that are contribute to make it happen. To achieve the strategies of this program has three objectives. The first is universal prevention, which means all children must grow up in a protective environment. UNICEF will assist in the population level scaling up of preventative methods and practices. The second objective is to leave no one behind. UNICEF will focus on prevention and early intervention for children most at risk of child protection violations, including children with disabilities, increases, or facing discrimination. The third objective is responding to and preventing any recurrence of violations, where children that are experiencing violations will receive quality services. Furthermore, in this program also approaches successful child protection system in the prevention and response to child protection violations. There are two elements of child protection system strengthening that I want to highlight, which are: the first is legal, regulatory, and policy to promote a strong legal and regulatory framework. The aim is to strengthening national child protection systems, and UNICEF will assist the costing and funding of preventive and responsive child protection services. Second is services to ensure a consistent service through prevention. Next, other than that, the contribution towards this program, UNICEF will collaborate with partners to conduct evidence-based advocacy, which will include policy engagement with partner governments on laws, policies, budgets, implementation mechanisms, and accountability for child protection results.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Ain binti Azman, and I am from AM104F. Next, I'm going to explain the initiative to the development of children by UNICEF. To create a successful program that achieves its original goals to protect children from physical, emotional, sexual violence, harmful cultural practices such as child marriage and female genital mutilation, UNICEF needs to plan a good initiative for the development of children. There are initiatives done by them, which are the Alliance for Child Protection in Humanitarian Action, UNFPA, UNICEF, Global Program to End Child Marriage, and UNFPA UNICEF joint program on the elimination of female genital mutilation (FGM). Firstly, the Alliance for Child Protection in Humanitarian Action, which strives to safeguard children in humanitarian circumstances from neglect, abuse and violence. The Alliance have categorized into 5 categories, which is firstly, the standard setting and guidance development. Secondly, the capacity building, learning and development. Thirdly, the evidence and knowledge generation. Fourthly, the engagement of advocacy. They also advocate for the child welfare to be represented in the global humanitarian activities. The last alliance work is convening. The second initiative by UNICEF is UNFPA UNICEF Global Program to End Child Marriage. The countries that most practicing the culture of child marriage is averagely came from poor families, rural area and they are out of school. Thus, UNICEF made an initiative to collaborate with UNFPA to make an effort in engaging the girls with a life skill package through education. As a result, over 11,000 adolescent girls in Niger receive a life skills training and they have been educated about the sexual and reproductive health through door-to-door visits. Next, the third initiative by UNICEF is UNFPA UNICEF Joint Program on the Elimination of Female Genital Mutilation. Female genital mutilation (FGM) is refers to any operation that involves the partial or entire removal of female sexual organs for non-medical purposes. The collaborative initiative is currently in phase 3, which they engage with the communities to modify the societal norms as well as government to outlaw the FGM practices and guarantee that the girls have access to health and reproductive health care. There are some remarkable outcomes from this initiative. One of them is more than 19,000 girls has received a life skills and information to advocate for their rights as a result from this program to end female genital mutilation. That is all from me. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Ajrana binti Muhammad Faizil. So for my part, I'm going to present about the impacts on the child protection program by one of the international agencies that we choose, which is UNICEF. The ongoing global shift has impact in the child protection landscape. For some suggest that there is a need for greater long-term investment and needs to be strengthened in the child protection system. As such, the COVID-19 has also caused more severe effects on protection risks for children. In addition, this has also had an impact on programming adaptations that have seen a surge in use of digital information technology and social media platforms as one of the important ways of involvement in running the program. Similarly, with the use of long-distance communication existing, enhancing modalities provide programming reach to children, young people, parents, and guardians during the COVID-19 hit and provide effective alternatives to face-to-face communication and programming. Among the impacts of COVID-19 on the existing global and changing landscape of child protection, our first is it caused poverty, livelihood, and hunger. Besides, the impacts that exist is rapid urbanization. Next, other impacts are the emergence of conflict and displacement. In addition, the impact that exists is due to climate change and environmental degradations. Other impacts are the issue of increasing ethnocentrism, racism, and the problem of discrimination. Moreover, the impact that arises from the digital transformation. Finally, in this context, UNICEF strongly support the participation of 154 countries for take steps to rethink and adapt programming to support prevention and response to child protection service to further reduce the risks and effects of epidemics and protect children for COVID-19 and prevent them from being exposed to the outbreak. Okay, that's all for my part. Thank you.
In conclusion, in my point of view, UNICEF is the agency of the United Nations that is responsible for protecting children's welfare, which actively provides aid and introduces some programs in protecting children's rights, so that through the program of child protection, it gives UNICEF opportunities to spread awareness more about child protection, so that this agency can open up the minds of people that child protection is very important to take care of. Moreover, this program also provides awareness of the prevention to save the children from being one of the victims of people's violence. Other than that, the program of child protection, there are the impacts to the people to rethink and adapt to support the awareness to prevent children from being one of the victims. This can be concluded that the initiatives that have been implemented by UNICEF, the child protection program, such as when children have been protected with this kind of bad behavior, their childhood life will be better and they can live life happily. That's all from us. Thank you.